Haryana's Khattar government has said that it will introduce some laws and legislations to stop forced conversions. What is it all about and why this decision has been taken? Today we will discuss in this video. Hello Arihant.
Hi Nishtha.
So what are the events that led to such an announcement?
Well, as you know, Mewat, which is renamed as Nu recently, so it is the only Muslim majority district in Haryana, and there have been so many incidents of attacks on minorities, brutal attacks, rapes and murders of women, and harassment of even men, forced conversions, and religious discrimination on the ground between the majority and minority. So you have around 80% Hindus and 80% Muslims and 20% Hindus, and most of them Hindus are from the scheduled communities, SCs, Dalits. So recently, two reports were published, and one by Major General retired Bakshi, GD Bakshi, as you know, and another was by former retired judge of Haryana District and Sessions Court, Justice Pawan Kumar. So they published the report and they highlighted all the atrocities being carried out against the minority Hindu population in Mewat, and the reports were explosive. They compared the area, the situation of Hindus to that in Pakistan, and they called it the graveyard of Dalits. So it created a lot of the much needed awareness. And
So what are we expecting? What kind of laws will be made and after this announcement?
Well, the reports led to VHP, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, meeting the Chief Minister of Haryana and apprising him of all the developments, what's happening for decades now to the minority population in Mewat, and Haryana government has now decided to take some steps. So, day before yesterday, the Chief Minister Manohar Khattar, he was in Nu district, and he announced that the government will pass anti-conversion law to stop the forced conversions happening in Nu district. Specifically in Nu district, of course, that act will be applicable to the whole state. Then he promised that the anti-cow slaughter act, which is applicable in Haryana since 2015, cases under that law will be fast-tracked. Another act that he promised to bring was Dharmada Act, under which the properties of minority Hindu population in districts like Nu will be safeguarded, because what happens is right now minorities are forced to flee from their villages, and then their properties are taken over by the majority population, members of majority population. So to prevent that act will be passed. And then there is announcement that armed forces battalion, which is stationed in Gurgaon right now, IRB battalion, that will be shifted to Mewat to supplement the district police to maintain law and order. So these are the four key measures that were announced to kind of give some kind of encouragement, a sense of security to the population, minority Hindu population of Mewat region.
Yes. But we have also seen from our past experience that these kind of laws often become only paper tigers, and practically speaking, no convictions and arrests are made in such cases. So what can be done for that?
Well, passing acts is one thing, and then the main concern is always about the implementation. If I give an example of Haryana Anti-Cow Slaughter Act, the number of convictions in Mewat region are like no convictions so far, though there have been more than 800 cases that have been filed, but convictions are very rare. Similarly with the anti conversion laws that are in that have been passed in around 8 states now. Convictions are very rare. I think in the last 30-40 years, we have seen, I think, 30-40 convictions. So this is the problem with implementation. So as long as that is not taken care of, I mean, the situation on the ground will not change.
Yes, so what can be done? How the situation on ground can be changed?
Well, there are many steps that the government can take. For example, in the Anti-Cow Slaughter Act, the government did not even form the rules that will govern the act itself. So, for 4 years, more than 4 years, the rules were not made. Then the High Court pulled it up, and there was a committee that was not committee, but a person was assigned to carry out the investigation why the cases are not reaching the conviction stage. So he pointed out many things. The amicus curiae was involved in helping frame the rules and to find out why the cases are not reaching to courts, why the convictions are not happening. So they have come up with a lot of suggestions. So one hopes that those will be implemented. Similarly, with the anti-conversion laws, there are many suggestions which have to be implemented, but it's kind of difficult because there is a lot of gray zone when it comes to conversions. People don't convert one day. It's a long process. Plus, even if you are officially registered as a Hindu, you can convert to Christianity, keep going to churches. It does not matter. You can also keep your if you are a member of scheduled community, you can also keep your reservations and keep going to the church also. So these are not easy laws to implement, but Anti-Cow Slaughter Act and other steps can be taken to logical conclusions, and the solutions are there. Just the government needs the willpower to implement them.
Yeah. So with a hopeful note, we end our conversation. Stay connected to Swarajya.